introduce first. All right. So Pi Podcast.
Oh, hello everyone. Thank you very much, Udi, for being the host of this amazing space. And I'm always a
Yeah.
pleasure to be on the space with you. Regardless, you are one of the Pi Network pioneers. I have the utmost respect and high regards to when it comes to the Pi Network community. In regards to your work, your contribution to the amazing community so far for the past years down the line. Now, I go by the name Wesley, and I'm the one behind Pi Podcast. And yeah, the Pine guys have been doing something very amazing over the for these few wise that for the few moments that they've been on the Solana, the BRC20, and moving to the Ethereum blockchain. And I think they're trying to build something incredibly fascinating in the long term that when Pi Network will go public, they will hopefully be the first meme coin to be on the Pi Network blockchain. That is, if there is not an existing meme coin already that is getting prepped perhaps by the core team or someone else to get listed on Pi Network blockchain coming up on mainnet. So I was a little bit curious when I saw the movement. I was curious because I had no idea what it was all about, but I just said, okay, it never hurts to give it a try, do a little bit of research in every single thing, and I was intrigued, and I really like what I saw and the white paper, but I still couldn't believe it until I got into knowing more about the project, and I just liked it. If it's pioneers for pioneers, why I just said why not. So here I wouldn't colonize the mic for long. Thank you, Hoodie. I'll pass the mic for the next speaker.
Thanks. Uh, Pi Podcast. Before we go on, I would just like to ask everyone on stage right now. I forgot to do that. Kindly click on the share icon on the bottom right of your screen and share this live space link on your timeline, so that more pioneers can see that the space have started and they can join in the conversation. Right. So everyone on space, each and every person, please kindly do that. Share the space right now, tweet about it, and invite pioneers to join. Let's just give. I'll just give like 15 seconds for everyone to do that. Yeah, I'm waiting. 15, 14. I hope you're doing it. If you're not doing it, Shango will strike you. uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Crypto Nature. Let's have you before we go into the part in speakers. Let's just hear your voice.
GM, everybody. What's good?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and
Okay,
clear.
GM Woody, GM Pi in community. Uh, I'm Crypto Nature. I've been a pioneer for very long time. Yes, and to be honest, I must say, from my experience and what I've seen and understand in this space is that a project, should I say, a main project that is destined for greatness, number one, depends on the team. Number two, it also depends on the community. And from what I have seen, the activities, the online presence, the engagement, the activeness, the reading, and many other community related activities, the PFP parade, you get the point, the memes, bro, it's of no doubt that when Pi in will be integrated to the Pi network, the blockchain itself, it's going to be big, it's going to be very huge. You get the point. It's going to be very huge. And I'm super excited that this is the first meme coin on the Pi network, even before the open mainnet. Right? I think there was a time whereby people had to forward it that okay, this is a scam project impersonating yada. But then they stood their ground. They have to defend the fact that they are not scammers, right? and then they are here for the community, and then the community is with them. So big shout out to the Pi In team. Yes, big shout out to Woody, because yeah, I got to know about this project, this Pi In, because of Woody. Yeah, I think we it's either we were having a conversation or I was in a space, then he talked about it. I was like, okay, let me go through. And lo and behold, when I was going through the listeners, I saw like almost half, if not one third of people listening are, parading the same PFP. And then that's something interesting, right? So it's a big one, and then we are here for Pi In, no cap, right? And then let's see more of offline events happening over here, because yeah, it's also a way of uniting the community and then bringing people together. So let me know withhold the mics for so long. So thank you, Woody, and I'll still be here.
Yeah, one thing you noted about initial skepticism when we see these meme coins, and someone might think it's a scam initially. I know that we've seen a couple of coins. I don't know if I should call them meme coins earlier on some years back. I can remember seeing Space Spy at one point. Was it in 2022 or 2021? Yeah, Space Spy and some others. Uh, and like initially there's always this reservation. People will see these things and they're okay, let's just be reserved and watch from a distance, right? There is staying power. When there is staying power and they continue to see the project and get more familiar, then they open up and get more relaxed. Like, I think it has been the same way with Sketchpad and with Piin, like I mentioned earlier. First start being reserved and observing from a distance, but this Piin has so far among the prospective meme coins that are associating with the Pineapple brand. Piin seems to have hacked the community, right? The community spirit, and used that, leveraged on that community power to to last for a long time and also grow. Community keeps growing, right? So it's an interesting thing and a credit. Pi podcast.
Yeah, I'd like to add on to that, about the fact that the Pine community really knew when and how to tap into the opportunity that presented itself in regards to the KYC difficulties that they have been encountering in the Chinese community. I think that is one of the things that is making their primary forces. That is like intriguing and uniting and attracting a lot of pioneers to be a little bit curious about the pine-in movement. If I'm putting it correctly, so that was actually one of the things that actually intrigued me. It caught my attention. I was like, all right, what is it that these pine guys or this Chinese community are working on, and what prompted them to come up with this idea of the first meme coin? And as a result, if you as a result of that, I got to understand that they don't want to get missed out, regardless of the fact that even if they get past KYC or they don't get past KYC, but they want to be part of the movement of Pi Network when it goes open mainnet. If they can build a project alongside it, great. And if Pi Network goes open mainnet without them being past KYC, I don't know if you guys know, there is this Arab country that got banned from Pi. I don't really recall the name, but it was this Arab country that was banned from Pi Network. That we lost a lot of Pi miners from there, and you heard. So I think that the Chinese community were thinking about all of those things, and they don't want to get missed out. That so they came up with a result of this meme coin, so that should in case we never can tell what core team can decide. Should in case they get banned or something, at least they have something to hold on to, the Chinese community. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to add on what you had to say, Mr. Woody.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Um, I think now the conversation has just naturally grafted towards um, hearing from Pi in community leaders. We have Joy here. We have Agua. I'm not sure if any other speaker is from Pi in community is here or is requesting the microphone, because currently I don't know if it's a glitch I cannot see any requests, but I think there are requests, but I just cannot see them, and I'm the only host.
Uh,
Something is wrong. But yeah,
yeah.
Agua, let's hear from you.
Uh,
Hi, Agua, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon and good evening to everyone here. So nice to speak here. Yeah, I just want to say, none of us are I don't want we as a leader or we are a team something. We are just a community contributor. We prefer to be called as community contributor because Pine is a fully community driven project. It's not there is not a there isn't even a start team. So everyone here is just community. We are just contributor. So yeah. So that's
Okay,
yes yeah
that's the spirit. That's the spirit.
yeah, that's the spirit. So everyone here is equal. We join like the crypto because we want to. Personally, I join. I'm not a pioneer. I'm not a pioneer. I'm not familiar with Pi Network until I join Piin. I joined crypto market in 2021. Because of Doge. I joined because of Dogecoin, and after that, I'm an early investor of Shiba Inu and Floki. So it's pretty. So I made a.
Are you a pioneer? Are you a pioneer right now?
I'm not. I'm very familiar with Pi Network, but I'm not a pioneer now. It's too late. It's too late for me. So, but yeah.
Wait, okay, wait. Are you mining? Are you mining Pi?
Not now. Mm-hmm.
You're not mining Pi, but you have a Pi symbol in your name.
Sorry. Yeah,
You have a Pi symbol in your name.
yeah.
Agua
That's
slash BTS Pi.
Pi Eagle. So that's the symbol of Pi in. So yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
That's a fun. So that's the symbol of Pi in. So we have Pi and we have Eagle. So it's like Pi the symbol of Pi in. Yeah.
This is quite interesting for the conversation because
It,
what you're saying right now is that what you're saying literally means that you are involved in Pi in,
mm-hmm,
but you are not yet a pioneer.
mm-hmm.
So it means what I can see from a marketing perspective. I'm just like I just like to see where things can go. What I'm saying is that when Pi in gets into the Pi ecosystem during eco it's going to carry you and people like you who maybe buy in as just investors and going to carry all of you and migrate all of you into the Pi ecosystem as well. That's what I see.
Yeah, like it's new.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing. Like Pi, I joined Pi, so I'm more familiar with Pi as I'm a crypto player. I'm not very familiar with Pi Network before, but now I know the power of the Pi Network and I know how the community is. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing. So. I would continue. Like I'm an early investor of Shiba Inu and Floki, those meme coins, those huge meme coins. Uh, and I would say it's more like a Pi-in. It's going to be more like Shiba Inu than the Floki. There is no team, so there is no and we like we want to do something for the pioneer. We want to do something for the pioneer, and in the future, different people join. It gives Pine and it gives the different meaning. So we the Pine is working. We would like to say Pine is working to initiate the grassroots social movement. Social movement. It's working for the grassroots people. It's working for the people who really need help. So you can say there are many volunteer clubs in China. So in many cities, it was very early in China. So there are many Piin-Volunteer Club, so you can get free food and drink here. Even you are not a Piin holder, even you are not pioneers, you can get a free food and drink as long as you need help. So that's the most beautiful thing. So we are doing things great. So and in the future we will doing more. And yeah, that's why would I would like that's how that's what's the meaning of the meme coin. That's about the culture. That's why I chose to join. And thank you. That's pretty much.
That's amazing. Like I'm not sure if anybody's on the same wavelength as I'm thinking of this. I mean, nature, my podcast, you guys have done like physical events. You do that. I mean, we know how it has been in the Pi community when pioneers organize physical events, either maybe a trade fair or some events just to help pioneers and enlighten them, some educational event, or maybe even some event to promote GCV and stuff like that. Like we know that community spirit, right? And we are seeing a meme coin channel that same thing with people who may not even be pioneers yet, like Agua. Agua is not a pioneer yet, but I mean, they tapping that they are already doing this without being on par yet. I can just only imagine how this spirit, this culture can be amplified or will be amplified when we go into open minutes. It's gonna be like a win-win for both like the Pi community generally and also for the Pi in community. Yeah, Pi podcast.
Yeah, like I remember back in the days when we went when we started the what the road to mainnet movement. I don't know if you remember back then. We started that, and it was interesting. And then it died down the line. I don't know the bullish moment.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. And then it's so amazing to see how the Pi Network community is receptive with literally almost everything that is being created by Pi Network pioneers. I think a lot of pioneers have been very receptive, seeing also how receptive, uh, how
yeah.
receptive my community were being able to giving a listening ear to listen to what Pi In is all about on just our first conference or our first mini seminar that we had. I had way more than people that I even thought that I could. I didn't even expect to have that much crowd because I was expecting to have a little, just 50 people for a gathering, but then we had more than even 100 people showed up. That shows that a lot of people are willing to learn and to giving a listening ear to almost any high network project that has the potential of being listed on the open mainnet. Excuse me, that has the potential of being listed on the Pi Network blockchain open mainnet. So the event was incredibly fascinating, was unexpected, and it really reached and touched a lot of people way more than we even thought it would in my community. I don't know across the world, but the videos is out there for those who would like to watch it.
Why do you guys think pioneers are, are always, well receptive to new things that are being created by the community, new initiatives. Like you look here, there's one initiative coming from the community, and you see lots of pioneers are very welcoming to it. They engage it, they support it. They just, I mean, why is the Pi community just like that? The Pi hasn't rewarded um, people, the community, as per maybe monetary value in years, but year after year, we see pioneers always willing to step up to meet any occasion that rises. Why is it so?
I think I'd say for the first reason is loyalty towards the Pi Network project, and the second reason would be the belief and trust so much in the Pi project. And I think also the third reason could be the journey, how far we've come so far, especially being part of this incredible journey so far together. A lot of people gave up down the line, but yet here we are. We are still in the project. We still believe in the project regardless. And and when different project come ups like that created by Pioneer, I think it reboosts and it gives back hope to pioneers trying to understand what triggered these people to be able to come together and create this thing. What is the motivation behind it? And also they believe that they have so much on Pine Network with every single thing that they've been doing down the line, and regardless of the fact that the PICO team can really be ignoring the community so far, but they have a certain way of going about their things that they don't let external factors such as social medias and network try to pressurize them psychologically into doing things that was not expected or was not part of their program to do. Regardless of the noise that is going out there, they manage to ignore it and get to do what it is that they are supposed to do to build a healthy community and a healthy atmosphere for the Pine Network pioneers. So I believe this is the is a little bit of these different factors that is giving a unanimous mindset in the Pi Network community for pioneers to be able to support um some, I wanna say some if not all Pi Network projects to help and see what the end will be all about when it comes to Pi Network. Everybody's just like, all right, let me give this a try. Let me try and push this to the end, and let's see at the end of the day if Pi Network goes public or what it is that they're gonna get at the end of the day. I think that's just my humble opinion about all this.
Hmm. From what I heard you say, you listed about three things. You mentioned loyalty, trust, and also the journey, right? The journey, how long the journey has been, how far people have come, and how that shapes also their loyalty and trust on the project. It just complements what I heard from Agua earlier on. It speaks of loyalty, trust, and uh, the journey really for the community, because it looks like people are loyal, people trust in it, and maybe it's because, like Agua said, they uh, they orient the community and the project generally. I'm talking about Python right now. They orient it that everybody's equal. It's a community driven project, so it's not like the leaders are driving and the community are following. It's the community itself that drives it, and probably that would explain the trust and loyalty. And since it's been a while that they've been on BRC 20, and now, I mean, the journey has to count for something, right? All this why. So I mean, that's my comparison and deductions from it. I would like to hear from Joy now. Maybe let's have it like a proper introduction to Piin. I always call it Pin. Sorry, because it just I mean, according to the rules of English, if I say Piin, I would say Pin. But yeah, Piin, which apparently is short for Pi inscription, right? Uh, Joy, you want to introduce yourself and give us some structural meeting to Pin. Let us meet Pin. Piin, sorry. Oh, God.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone, and I'm Joy, and I'm one of Piin community builders. And about the Piin community, the structure, I think maybe later we can let Agua to share with you guys more information about that. So here
Okay.
I just want to share,
Okay.
yeah. So here right now, of course, I am one of pioneers, but I'm also one of the pioneer community builders. But I have to confess that I'm more familiar with the pioneer community. So just to give you more, um, well, I trying to give you more information about myself. How do I think Pi Network and Pi In? So maybe this you can understand more about Pi In community. like I
Yeah,
shared, yeah, like I shared in your space last time. My first encounter with Pi Network was in 2021, and by that time, is one of my friend introduced it to me. She told me that by hitting the lightning button every day, I, I could earn Pi coin, and which could be very valuable once it's on mainnet. So he
yeah,
after that, yeah, he pulled me into a WeChat group. You know, in China, WeChat is just more popular than Twitter or Facebook, something like that. And where people just send messages about Pi every day, and gradually I learned about what is Pi. But that time, most of people who, just uh, promote Pi Network were focused on themes such as, oh, this is a very amazing project, and how great the technology of project team and founder is. As long as we persist in hitting the lightning button, Pi coins will be very valuable when the mainnet open up in the future. Well, by that time, to be honest, for me, a newcomer in the crypto industry, this information is indeed attractive. But however, uh, when the time goes by, I feel that there's nothing I can do except just Pi, wait for Pi network open its mainnet. This kind of waiting is full of uncertainty, and I have no relevant knowledge or practical experience in this industry. Even if I
yeah,
want to, yeah, even if I want to learn, I don't know where to start. In addition, this long wait is slowly consuming a lot of people's patience. Well, this is what I have seen in China. I'm not sure how it's going in your community or in your country or in other countries. So I can honestly say that my mindset has gone from being a hopeful, hate the lightning button at the beginning to wanted to prove what Pi really wants to do right now. Yeah, so based on my limited knowledge of blockchain currently, I personally believe that if Pi Network wants to become a high-value token in the cryptocurrency industry, it must become an unclaimed currency. In other words, the Pi core team must hand over all Pi coins in their hands and making Pi coins a decentralized token like Bitcoin. However, in the short time, and I don't think uh, I don't think Picoin can achieve this. So even if the mainnet is open, Picoin's value will not be very high. Well, this is my personal opinion. So you guys just listen. So this requires the accumulation of time if you want the Picoin goes high value. So yeah, this is how how I. This is why I cannot deny Pi Network. The project is not great, but for right now, I'm just waiting. Yeah, that's what I can do. So here I can.
hmm,
So yeah, so here I would like to see how. I mean, except for waiting, then how did I come across Pi In, and also
yeah.
firmly
I
believe.
think sorry. I think crypto nature wants has a comment on what you just said. Wants to interact with you. Is that so?
Excuse me, I lost you.
Um, it seems crypto nature, his hand is up. I think maybe your
Yeah,
comments. He wants to speak
today,
to your
Yeah,
comments.
yeah. I describe myself like a newcomer because I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm just trying to share with all people here, and how I come across Pi In and firmly believe that Pi In would definitely succeed. So time we're going back to a day in January this year. Yeah, so in January this year, I accidentally heard about Piin in Mr. One Pi live stream because he was promoting Piin on his program at that time, and Mr. Wan Pai is a well-known KOL in the Chinese Pi community, and he is very skilled in blockchain technology and is also a core build of the Pi community. So he's the person who deployed Pi on the Bitcoin blockchain. That's how it is. And at the beginning of the so after well, after listening, keep listening to his live stream at the beginning of the February, I purchased Piin and joined the building of Piin community. It has been over 7 months so far. So looking back on this period of time now, what is truly inspiring is that I have been witnessing the growth of the community and the spirit of it's kind of never give up until you succeed, which demonstrated by the Piin community. All Piin holders promote Piin without any expectation of reward, and some holders even contribute their own funds and tokens to support the community's growth. So
Wow.
their selflessness and the commitment are truly admirable. And the Pine community is remarkable in its dedication to education. Every day here in China, Pine holders they volunteer their time to teach knowledge about blockchain and Web3 because I I said maybe in your last space, all of the pioneers here in China can tell you they know nothing about the blockchain. They just know like hate the 19 button. I I'm just telling you this is how the situation in China. So over that time I have gained a certain understanding of the basic knowledge of blockchain, such as how to uh, even simple create a digital wallet and how to trade and purchase cryptocurrency in the market. I've also learned more about Pi and its potential because, well, before I don't use Twitter because, yeah, because I cannot find the purpose, what the reason why I have to use that. I know if I can, if I use Twitter, yeah, I can maybe follow you, well, Wesley, to get more information about Pi, but I didn't. So in the span of just a few months, I not only expanded my knowledge, but also been touched by the passion and altruism of the Pine community. It is a great testament or social practice to the power of collective effort and the potential of blockchain technology to transform not just the financial landscape but also the way we interact and support each other. So if I mean here in the space, so the audience, if you're really interested, you can follow all of us and participate in the uh, fireside chat space meeting held in Pine community. So in these themed meetings, you can hear many stories about the Pine community builders because all of which are their own personal real experiences on why join Pine. I believe it will give you more confidence to join Pine and hold it for a long time like holding Bitcoin. So so you yeah, that's so we well right now we have to understand you see I mean this word as the word becomes more this word becomes increasing digital cryptocurrency is a next natural step in the evolution of money. So each of us in the future, if we don't understand the crypto world, we don't understand cryptocurrency, we're likely to become eliminated by the times. Although the crypto industry is full of risks, but the opportunities also coexist. So the Pi-in community has never, you know, Pi-in community has never randomly airdropped addresses from the beginning until now, ensuring that every address is on the chain is genuine and valid. Well, this is the, when the first little group, I mean the core Pi community builders, they just set up this decision. So in other words, these are all new users in the crypto industry, which
Um,
also welcomed by any exchange or investment institution, because we have to understand that the essence of the virtual economy and the real economy is the same. Both require traffic, right? So the
yeah.
majority, yeah, at present, the majority members in the Pioneer community is from the pioneers of the Pi Network community. According to According to official statistics, the number of Pi pioneers in the Pi network right now is approximately 60 million. So this means that
Right.
so this means that the backup traffic of the Pi community is also 60 million. Just to think about that. While we waiting for the opening of the Pi network as a Pi pioneer, holding both Pi and Pi-in at the same time, give ourselves more opportunities, one more chance, one more success rate. Why not participate in Pi-in? And you also understand that Pi-in is forged on the Bitcoin chain and ecosystem belongs to the ecosystem of the Bitcoin chain. So so you can take it as the meme coin on the blockchain, on the Bitcoin chain. It will perfectly compensate for the shortcomings of the Bitcoin chain, ensuring that transactions on the Bitcoin chain are more safer, more faster, and more scalable, and have lower transaction fees. The number of Pi-in is constant, exactly same as Pi coins. But unlike other meme coins um, that that like other meme coins that have phenomena like reservation, pre-mining, or additional insurance. What's more, Pi-in has also crossed over to Solana and Ethereum chains, making it fully circulating token. So after opening up the Pi mainnet, Pi-in will also cross-chain and circulate on the Pi chain as soon as possible. So Pi-in tokens will never be reset to zero other other inscriptions, because everyone is buying Pi-in with real money. A smart investor will not sell Pi-in below their cost. We have to understand this. In the in the bull market of the cryptocurrency market, it will make you earn the deserved profits. So why not choose to hold Pi-in? And there's also
So
what? Yeah, keep on.
yeah, I got some questions. I want to uh, contextualize for more clarity. How many holders are there currently in of the Pi-in token?
You mean right now how many people?
Yes. How many
So far,
holders?
yeah, so far it's more than 20,000 people. Yeah, more than that, both on Solana chain and the Bitcoin chain.
Oh, that's bullish. So 20,000
More,
20,000 already is a big number
more than that.
more
Yeah.
than 20,000. More than 20,000 is a big number.
Yeah.
And you said, I know, so you're 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 trying to gauge it against the 60 million in Pi community as a target, and 20,000 to 60 million. So lots of, let's say for example, I mean, um, let's discuss it with a statistical approach. I mean, so definitely not each and every 60 million pioneer will will hold Pi in, not necessarily, but 60 million is a very, very huge number.
1%.
So let's say, yeah,
1%.
let's say if, yeah, 1% is very, very pessimistic.
Yeah.
But that is also, I mean, 1% sounds like a worst case scenario, but that is also a big number. I think
Yeah.
1% will be 600,000.
Yeah.
600,000 people. That's also a very, very massive number for number of holders for a meme coin. But with the way the community culture has been in both Pi Network and Pi In, from an observational point of view, uh, and analyzing the marketing prospects that I can envision in my head, if I was to be, if I were to be, like drafting up a marketing prospect for Pi In, I would definitely would be able to see a few millions of pioneers, holding Pi In, and from 20,000, from over 20,000 to a few millions. That's a very, very massive upgrade, and uh, I mean, it's incredibly bullish.
I don't
It's
know. I don't have
incredibly
a.
bullish.
I don't know. I don't have a calculator next to me. You can do it right now. But I can tell you, we're just talking about the 6 million Pi in, Pi. I mean, Pi in community. I mean, Pi in pioneers. We didn't talk
Yes,
about. Yeah, we didn't talk about the other traffic like from the cryptocurrency community, right? These people,
yes,
these people, they don't understand about what kind of network, and they even don't know how many members in Pi community. But they have more knowledge about cryptocurrency market, and as long as they understand what is the meme coin like Pi is looks like, and they will have more, they were just kind of join in Pi in community first, then those the Pi pioneers. Like I shared with you in China, we just talk about that. Even just a 1% Pi pioneers join the Pi in, we will get, there's a huge numbers. But this is Pi in community. We in China, a lot of Pi pioneers, they don't have any blockchain knowledge. They don't know this. Like I shared with you, same as me. I know nothing. I just like robots hit the 19 button every day. I don't know what it's got, what it will bring to me. Yeah. Well, just a friend told me, oh, keep doing that, keep doing that. It will be valuable. I just keep asking her, what's available? When is going to amend that? She just shut up. So this.
okay. So I would like to also establish some facts, because you know, I am more knowledgeable on the Pi Network side as a community pioneer, and being able to understand and contribute in how, as a project, as a community, we can help Pi Network achieve its mission and vision.
Mhm,
I know for a fact that when Pi Network goes to open mainnet,
mhm,
it's going to be a revolution of how Web3 is perceived, because it's going to change the paradigm from just talking about the price of tokens, price go up, price go down. The conversation is going to be entirely different, and talking about what the token is being used for, the use cases that pioneers are using Pi for. Already, the community since 2021, which that was when the first hackathon was held, lots of lots of utility projects went into development by the community. Some projects won the hackathon, some still continue to build, and then there have been multiple hackathons since then. So there are actually lots of community apps that are in progress that are being built by pioneers. There are also utility apps that are being built by the Pi core team, which have not been revealed yet. There are also utility apps that are going to come into the Pi ecosystem by virtue of business partnerships that are already established with the Pi network core team. Many pioneers don't even know that, but I'm telling you that the Pi core team already from a long time ago, not even recently, from a long time ago, have already established business partnerships with already existing organizations to bring in utilities on the Pi blockchain during open minutes. So as regards value of Pi tokens, there is no doubt that the value is going to be high. That's why you see the Pi pioneers already have been able to believe and incorporate the culture of of fully supporting the project, of stepping up to any occasion that the community creates that for supporting one network project. There is this high level of belief that we as a community have in the project, because we have seen that the project came with specific strategies that are unique, that are not used in the crypto space. The project PyCore team literally turned the whole process upside down, and build community first, build utilities, and build everything that needs to be built. Then gradually we are going to proceed into decentralization. So it's like a case of yeah, I know that it's centralized in the way it works right now, but it's because the philosophy, the strategy has always been progressive decentralization. Because if you just went straight to decentralization from the beginning, it may fall victim to the same thing that happened with Bitcoin, whereby investors with huge amount of liquidity can just use money and buy up a lot of the tokens, majority of the tokens, and that would cause like a centralization of the tokens as it is currently in Bitcoin, whereby just a very, very small percentage of the community, like 1% or less, own majority of the Bitcoin tokens. So it's a case of progressive decentralization, so that it can the results at the end of the day can be fairer for everyone in the community. And the community, we bought into that vision, we believed in it, because we know that it is in our own best interest. So that's why we are always we are always doing all that we can, giving our time resources, our energy resources, even financial resources, and different kind of uh, social capital resources and all that, to collaborate and build value for the network, so that in turn the network can give value to our Pi, right?
Yeah.
So this culture is kind of established here, and I can just imagine how fascinating it would be when and if Pi in, during the open minute, it is able to tap into this culture. Because like you said, it's not just about the 60 million people that we already have as data right now. There are a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space who are only just participating in investing, right? There's many millions of them who
Yeah.
are not, they don't know about Pi Network right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the open mainnet, the new conversations, the new um, presentation of a crypto project as seen in Pi Network, whereby the crypto is being used for for exchange of value, payment of for goods and services, is also going to cause a new viral wave to usher in more millions of people into the Pi network, because it's also going to mean that the Pi token is considerably a safe haven also for investment, because because for it to function as a currency with economic use case, it needs to be relatively stable and not be too extremely volatile in a way that can cause losses to businesses. So that the sense of security that Pi Network is going to provide with economic backing is also going to usher in lots of businesses, lots of retail investors and all that into the ecosystem. And if the numbers are are increasing exponentially in open mainnet, as we say it can also be a very, very massive opportunity for Pi-in. If Pi-in is also strategically, uh, uh, working along that new culture, because already from what Agua said, it seems that that community spirit, that culture of doing things at the grassroots level, doing events, volunteering, helping people at the grassroots level, is already present in the Pi In community, and it can only grow bigger and bigger, which is fantastic.
Correct.
Then yeah, but then when it joins with the wider Pi community culture of of trying to support the ecosystem through creation of value with utility apps and and providing economic use cases of the Pi token. Oh my God, that is going to be so explosive. That's going to blow through the roof. I mean, it's going to be a merger of great proportions from the Pi in community and Pi network pioneers. So I mean, I just wanted to highlight the prospect of value in Pi Network through utilities, because that's like the major thing that Pi Network is riding on, which it has done well in so far, but there's still a lot to be done. And then combine it with what Pi In already has going on, which is good. And if you combine both together, it's just going to be fantastic. So holders of Pi In, obviously, for great rewards, right? And then also holders of Pi token are in for great rewards. So it's like, should I say it's a match made in heaven? It's a
Yeah.
perfect match. It's a
Yeah, that's
perfect
what I
match.
think.
Crypto nature.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Nature wants to say something. His hand has been up. Crypto nature.
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There was something I wanted to chip in since though a little bit. When I don't know who was talking, but I think one of the Pi-in community members was saying something in respect to the anticipated open mainnet we have been expecting from the Pi network community. She said something like, there's going to be a whole lot of Pi in supply and stuff like that. I can't really denote, but then this is just what I want to say in respect to that. Pi is currently centralized, and then Pi has been on the mining phase since like 3 years now, getting to 4 years. Now, one thing we cannot dispute is that Pi network has a very vibrant, active, and engaging community, right? That we cannot dispute the fact. That's number one. Two, we cannot dispute the fact that Pi is going to do great as a project, utility-driven project. Now, for people that really understand the blueprint of the Pi network, what is designed to do and how the blockchain is designed to function, is for the fact that Pi is designed to be used as money currency, right? Now, there is a good chance that not up to 1 billion people will have Pi, or should I say will mine Pi, right? But with, if Pi network, or should I say if the Pi core team and then the Pi community stick to the initial blueprint of making Pi becoming a global currency, right? Then we cannot still dispute the fact that close to, or if not more than, 1 billion people will interact with Pi, right? So now let's start from this angle. Now, people are scared that Pi network is too, is is over minted. Let me put it that way, because the total supply of Pi is targeted at 100 billion, right? And people are saying that's too much, that's too high, that's this, that's that. Now, technically, right, you can, you are, it's okay to say it's too much. But now let's look at it from this angle. Initially, when the Pi network mining started, it was not disclosed that there will be a need for KYC at any point. True or false? Now, for the fact that it wasn't disclosed, a whole lot of people, most of those people that found more account cannot pass the KYC and might end up losing that Pi forever. That's number one. Two is that the fact that, for the fact that we have been mining for 3 years, a whole lot of people, out of 60 million, I can tell you close to 1 million, if not more than 2 million, of pioneers have lost their account with their Pi that can never be retrieved. You get the point. So let's not be surprised that when Pi network will finally get open mainnet, what we might be seeing in circulation might be, let's say, 10 billion or even less. You get the point, or even less. And can I tell you something? It is not also surprising to see Pi launch at less than $1. You get the point. It is not still surprising. But one thing is sure, you get the point. And even those that are mining Pi, if you have good number of people under you as people that you referred, right? You understand that what you are being given as what you can mine, as what you can withdraw, is, let's say, one third of what you have in general. You get the point. You see somebody that has around 3,000 Pi in general, plus referral bonus and some of the bonus like that, maybe the available Pi he has to migrate to mainnet is around 300 or 400. You see what I'm saying? That's just like, let's say, 10% of everything. And also, there is also a mandatory lockup period that every pioneer has to also set up. So within that 300 of your available Pi that you can transfer to mainnet, you are still required to lock up a portion of it. So you get the point. So all these techniques are deployed to create more scarcity during the open mainnet. You get the point. And as I keep saying, is that a whole lot of factors will happen that will make the number of Pi in circulation to be decreasing on a daily basis. You get the point? To be decreasing on a daily basis. And one thing is also sure and is certain, is that some people will make more money from trading meme coins on the Pi network than the Pi network itself. You get the point? Now let's look at Solana. Most people that make thousands on trading Solana memes, most of them did not even have up to 1 soul, or some of them did not even have up to 10 soul before making their big win. You get the point? So it's also, yes,
that's that's a funny and ironical truth because it's actually true. It's true because some people now they may just have a very small amount of Pi, right? And then they may go invest. They may just go invest in a meme coin on Pi like Pi in, or maybe let's say for example they are even already holders of Pi in. For example, let's use Pi in as an example because they're like the first and only meme coin in Pi. Just the same way you said, some people don't have Solana and they don't buy like a meme coin on Solana and make lots of profit from that meme coin, but they did not make that much money through Solana token itself. Same way, some people who have mined just a small amount of Pi, but maybe they are holders of Pi in right now, and then at open mainnet with the inflow of liquidity from Pi ecosystem, they make a lot of money on Pi in, but they don't make that money itself from mining Pi because they could not mine so much of Pi.
Yes, that's just
That's
the
it, right?
fact. You get the point. That's just the fact. That's another thing people need to also understand. You get, people also need to understand that it is basically that sweet and it's basically that easy. So what am I saying in a nutshell is that for the fact that you are hearing this, or let's say you have missed out on Pi and stuff like that, because you will agree with me that it is very, very easier for Pi in to do 3x or 4x than the whole of the market cap of Pi. We don't know how much is coming, right? But than for it to actually give you 3x or 4x. So you get the point. And then some of the pioneers that have been around for years now, you get the point, they will end up regretting because they'll discover that somebody that is like, I don't know who was speaking, that he say he has not been a bona fide pioneer, but then he's a holder of Pi in, right? Now let's say for some reasons Pi happens to launch
That was Agua. Agua. That was Agua.
Agua, right? Yes. Let's say for some reason Pi
Yeah.
decided to launch at, should I say, $1 or less than $1, and then Agua is holding a good percentage of Pi in already. You get the point. So it is easier for Agua to see 3,000 or even $10,000 to buy more Pi than you that have been mining for like 3 years or so. So you get the point, and then it's even becoming more scarce. So if this is not a financial advice, it's basically simple. Meme coins will give you that crazy profit you are looking for. Then look for the one you believe in, do your due diligence, buy into it and hold. You might not have enough Pi currently, but I believe with what we are seeing in Pi in, if you can have enough Pi in, then with time you will have enough Pi. So guys, and also I'm also open, I don't know, because it still looks as if the offline activities which Pi Network is actually built on is not happening so much within the Pi in community. So it's personally, as a community development manager, I understand the importance of actually, hosting this in real life event, or bringing people together, teaching them about it. So Pi, you still have a very large community to onboard, right? You still have communities potentials to tap into. You get the point. And if you are ready, we can talk on hosting an event for you here in Nigeria, and then let's make it big for the Pi in community. Let's see how it goes from there. Because guys, with the energy I see you guys bringing online, with the energy, and then you have somebody like Woody, bro, you are anticipating 600,000 people. That is per se, from what Woody also said, is too small. You get the point. There is an energy which we will see as marketers, where we can predict a very reasonable, you get, outcome of any campaign. And with what Pi-in is doing, we are looking at, let's say, 2 million or even 2 million and above holders. I'm telling you, because when we get to the main net, a whole lot of pioneers will now get into it. There is always an advantage for the first mover, and then you are not just a first mover, you are a first mover with a strong community. That is an advantage already. That is a big advantage already, and it is left for the Pi-in community and us that are willing to support to capitalize on that. That when we get to the open mainnet, any other main project that will be coming on the Pi network will also want to follow your footstep, look for your partnership, and should I say collaboration, because by that time the Pi in community will now be the god of meme on the Pi network, and then that's what we all are looking for, and then that's what we are anticipating. Yeah, it's going to be big, guys.
Thank you, Crypto Nature, for that wonderful expose. I'm coming to you, Agua, but I just want to mention on what you talked about just at the end there, when you talked about how marketers, how people generally you can see energy, or you can see the energy of 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 Piin guys or anybody that has that energy that gives you the confidence that, oh, this guy is going places, this project is going places, it's going to do well. You can just see it, and that's the same thing that I have also seen with the Piin community. That I don't know if I mentioned this in the last space, but they they remind me of the GCV, before it was called GCV, the 314159 enthusiasts from China in 2022. This was the same energy that they had when they came to me, and I saw the energy, and I said, okay, I mean, I can work with this energy, and the rest is history. Everybody knows what GCV is like. It's because this energy was just so good to work with, and with good direction, with good navigation, it can take up any projects or any community to any places. Imagine if there was a GCV token back in 2022 during the peak of all these GCV activities. It would have been crazy, and that's just exactly what this is. The only difference is that now there's a token attached to it, which is Pi-in. But the community is literally having that same level of enthusiasm, that same energy. And coincidentally, as the universe would have it, majority of the community is originating from China. Is that right, Joy?
Correct, correct.
Yeah. Chinese energy has always been just something
Similar to
unprecedented
Nigerian
and
energy
something
when we bring
unseen.
on a project.
Exactly. Like it just marries and fits with how Nigerians can be very, very loud. We'll just leverage on numbers on social media and choke you with our loudness. Right. So yeah, I'm totally down with this energy. I mean, this is what I fuck with. Yeah, Agua, you can come in now, please.
Yeah, sure. Like, I would like to introduce some more information about Pine and the logic of me to join Pine. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Uh, I don't know you. Do you guys from?
Sorry, sorry, Agua. Sorry to cut you. I'm so sorry. I just want to say, uh, for a lot of new people who have joined the space since after I said everyone should share the link,
Mm-hmm.
please do well to click on the share icon at the bottom right of your screen and share the live link of the space to your Twitter so that more pioneers can see that the space is going on and they can join in the conversation.
I
Thank you.
retreat, but yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So you can go on. You
yeah,
can go on.
yeah. Like, I Pine, like, I don't know if you guys familiar with BRC20 token or the token on the Bitcoin chain. So like all DMsets, this token has been listed on Binance. Is BRC20, it's a top BRC20 token. So the BRC20 token,
Personally,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Personally, I have not bought any token on BRC20 before. Personally, I have not done that, but I'm curious
Yeah,
to
I would
start.
like to say something about BRC20 token. BRC20 token is the most
Yeah.
fearless way to launch token. So it's not launched by people. So it's like more like launched by community. So there is no DEV, there is no team. So everyone who wants a token, like you just set of data. Someone just set of a set of data. So like Pine, but everyone who wants a token, you have to mint it on chain. So you have to pay Bitcoin gas. Even not just paying Bitcoin as a gas, you have to pay Bitcoin as a gas adoption. So who pay higher, so who get the chance to mint the token. So after it's minted, so it's fully circulated, as we say. So that's the most fearless way. That's the fearless, even fairer than the token on the Ethereum chain, on the Solana chain. So like that's so I hopefully I made sense too, but it's still a bit hard. So it's still a bit hard to understand. So BRC20 token, I would say, is the most fearless way to for a token, for a meme token ever, and it will be huge. Like Binance and OKX are supporting BRC20 tokens at this stage, so it's very early. So we can say many what is Pi what is meaning of Piin? Why Piin born? Like I joined Piin after it's been minted, after it's been a few weeks after. So like many pioneers, we as we know, many pioneer, many pi community, they are so there's still centralization, like pi still centralization, like they are really tired of, they are really, I would say, yes, they are really tired of. So they want to say why we try a fully decentralization pi inscription on pi network, so on the Bitcoin. So that's why Piin is born. So it even start with, so the real money paid to as gas. So it's $1 million. So $1 million is a real gas. It's really initial market cap of the Piin. So it paid to be the Bitcoin miner. So yeah, the gas is paid to the Bitcoin miners. There is no team. So all here is community. So it's like almost 2,000 people pay to the Bitcoin miner to mint the token after it is fully circulated. So there's no team. There's just community. It's fully centralization. Like it's fully community driven, and that's the most wonderful things. After I don't know. I'm personally I'm a BRC20 lover, so I find out what is this, why this, why there are so many people pay such as a high gas to get the token. So after a few weeks, I see this community, so I chose to join. So you guys mentioned that like even 1% of the community of the pioneers buy, that's enough. I can say there it doesn't even need pioneers to buy. You just know, as long as more pioneers know, that's enough. So we can say like there are maybe two way. So if like we can say if the most profit for the Bitcoin for the BRC20 project token are the Bitcoin miners. So they are the richest part. They are richest people in the crypto world. They are the richest guys. So they are after halving, so they are making less and less money. So they need like BRC20 token to be popular. So imagine which token can be the most popular on the Bitcoin chain. So it will be Piin. So Piin has a connection with 6 million people. So 6 million pioneers doesn't even need to buy, as long as they know. So if Pi doesn't open mainnet on the bull market, I would say I can say the power of the Pi community. I can say that's very powerful. So if the Pi open mainnet on the bull market, I would say it can go even to 30 billion. 30 billion. My personal thoughts about it can even go to $30 million market cap. So if it doesn't open mainnet, so if Piin community is strong enough, if Piin community is known by many people, the Bitcoin miner, like they may like pull up Piin to show what to let people know what is Piin, to pressure the core team. So like why Piin is just pricing up, but we can still trade pipe coins. So that's one. That's the one thing. There are like a few choice the Pi core team can do. So if the Pi doing like they just chose to open man and like there are a huge there will be a huge discussion between Pi and Pi. So the Pi community, the Pi core team has to open mainnet in that situation. So imagine what the Pi in will do for the Pi. So lots of people, you don't even need to buy as a pioneer. You don't even need to buy Pi in. As long as Pi is doing well, you can be benefit. And in the future, we still can bridge to the Pi can still be bridged to the Pi coins. So it can be the first token. It can be the first meme token ever on the Pi chain. So imagine like such a great and very influencer token be bridged to the Pi chain. So it can do many things as if like Pi core team is doing very well. Of course, we would love to support them, and we would love to be bridged back to the Pi chain. And that's and that's what Miss Ledger said. What a meme coin can do for that's very big. That's my logic to join Pi. Don't even people don't have to buy. They as long as they know. So imagine the richest part Bitcoin miner of the crypto market, and combine like Bitcoin community combined with Pi. So many people, 6 million people, and so much traffic, so much discussion. Imagine what will happen. I would say the biggest, hugest meme coin are coming ever. Yeah.
Uh, well said. Well said. I mean, it's interesting the angle you're speaking from of let people just know. Let people just know it. Not even focus on buying right now, but let people just know it. Make make the project part of the you know the conversation, the cultural conversation in the community. Let it just be part of the community conversation. Let people know about it, talk about it, and all that. And the rest will happen for itself, right? It's if I think there's so much to unpack about the community and what the community does and community initiatives and blah blah blah. I think next week's space will focus on just the community angle of Piin and what the community is doing, community plan and all that. I'm interested. So from a project side, talking about going to Piin Network Open Mainnet, what is the exact plan on ground right now from Piin project? Do you intend to go on, let's say Piin Network goes to Open Mainnet December 28th, 2024, this year. Do you intend, does the project co-builders of Piin, does Piin intend to go on Pi blockchain on that same day of Pi launching Open Mainnet?
Well, so it can be when the Pi chain is working well. So it can be bridged as long as like it's working well. So as long as Pi open and Pi can be bridged. So yeah, that's pretty much like we like Pi was born from the Pi community. So as a meme coin, so there is no specific meaning of the meme coin. So who joins the community, who gives the coin different meaning. So there are so many pioneers. Of course, the pioneers want to support the Pi chain, so we can be bridged to the Pi chain. So I join like many crypto investor join Pi. So we can say the ego meme. So we know there was Dodge meme, there was fraud meme. So the Pi has been given the ego meme. So it depends on people. It always depends on the community. Depends on people. More people join Piin, so they give the token different meaning. That's the meaning of the community token. That's the meaning of the meme token. yeah, I would like to say, yeah, of course, we want to help all the pioneers. In the future, we even want to help more more grassroots people in the world do what we can do to help them. Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking. Good, I was asking that question because the moment Pi Network goes on open mainnet, it becomes permissionless. It means that there's going to be a race. It's going to be a race between you guys, the Pi in community, and maybe some other meme coins that wants to launch on Pi Network. So already Pi in is already having a marketing tagline of being like going to be the first meme coin on Pi
Hmm.
Network. So when Pi Network launches Open Mainnet, there's going to be a race for which meme coin is going to launch first on Pi Open Mainnet. That's what I'm asking.
It doesn't say so. The first it's not said we are like which token is the first launch on the Pi chain. So it's the first token. Like like do you know Bond? Bond is doing great job for Solana. Bond is the reason why the Solana meme token be so popular. So we are here. We are doing for the Pi network already. We are doing for the Pi chain already. In the future, like of course, like we are the first and greatest meme coin on the Pi chain, doing for the Pi chain ever. So it doesn't say we are the real first to be that, but we are the first who is really doing something for the Pi chain. Yeah.
That's just the best answer, right? I mean, the community is already filled with pioneers doing stuff that also promotes the Pi name. So literally, the only difference is you're not yet on the chain, but you're already doing the work in Pi community. So yeah, that's the best answer. You're
Yeah,
already there.
yeah, we that's what's like I would say like combine Pi is combining the Bitcoin community. So it's combining the Bitcoin community and Pi community. That's what we are doing here. Like it's uh imagine like I would say this is going Pi is going to be great. I can say the Pi community, and I can see how hardworking and the loyalty of the Pi community, and I can see what the Pi community doing. So they both are going to be great. Pi chain is going to be maybe my personal like I would say just below Solana in the future. It may just below the Solana and Ethereum as maybe it's the third layer one chain. So and Pi is going to be the first meme coin, the first and ever and best meme coin on the Pi chain. So they are both going to be great. Hmm.
Okay, great. I just want to tell everyone I'm going to announce something. You may want to stay put. I'm going to announce something before the end of this space. Something coming from the Pi In guys. They have just informed me about. I think you're going to love it. Just hold on. Right. So I want to ask about because when you talk about at the beginning of this space, you guys said there's not like a leader, one person leading or stuff like that. Everybody's a community contributor, right? And everybody's
Hmm.
doing something. The project is powered by different, should I say, responsibilities in the community and not just one person leading. I wanted to what's the organizational structure of Pi In? I don't know if you want to answer that or Joy, if Joy wants to answer that about the organizational structure of Pi In.
Yeah, I would like to answer the my understanding. So everyone is doing what they can do. Like so, everyone like we can say, some people here they don't even know English. They are listening this space. So some people who can speak is here. Some people can just tweeting. Some people who are building Piin-Volunteer club here who there, so they can give the free food and drink. So they are so their future plan is just spread the culture. So we know all a meme coin is about culture. There's no real utility. It's about culture. So who has the strongest community? Who has the best culture? Who has a future? So and I would just like to there is no capital yet. There is no institution. There is no like VCs yet. But the reason why the capital, the like the CEX will support will support Pine, because it doesn't matter if Pi like if Pi Core team does not open the mainnet, so they may there is may capital in, so they are going to say like we can say that there are 6 million real pioneers here. So there are a lot of traffic. There are lots of people waiting for them. So they will pull up the price. Definitely pull up the price. And why Pine is just keeping go up as a meme token, as just a meme token of Pi chain, but it's still not. But Pi is still not opening mainnet. Like there much traffic. So every crypto like capitals, every like CEX will want this. So that's the opportunity for them. That's the opportunity for everyone in the crypto market. That's 6 million users. So in the future, so when the Pi team open the mainnet, so we can bridge back to the we can bring back to them, so we can make more people know what is Pi chain, what can we like what how powerful is a Pi chain, and we can bring to all the Pi chain. More people can use a Pi chain. So like imagine that. I would say that's the most uh like that's the most Pi is the most like greatest meme coin in this program, we can say, and Pi chain is going to be the most potential like layer one chain in this program, we can say. So they both are going to be great, definitely.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, I want to ask, I don't know if John, you want to contribute to that question, but if not, for everyone who has been listening about Pi in here, um, I also I mentioned earlier in this space, I said I've received many private messages and also comments on tweets, people asking how to participate in Pi in, how to mine it, how to get involved and stuff like that. So, can someone tell the audience how to actually get into Pi in or how to purchase it? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can
Hello?
hear you. Agua, are you
Okay.
available to answer it? I Woody, can you see Agua?
Yeah, I can hear Agua.
Yeah, I understand your question, but I think it's better to leave it Agua to answer it. But since Agua is you can see, I can see him right now. So um, like Agua just explained, in the people can purchase Pi in from BRC20 Bitcoin chain, and from also you can purchase it from Solana chain. Like you also said, you're not familiar with BRC20, so maybe easy
Yeah.
for it's easier for you guys to trade on Solana chain because it's more how to say, is more feasible, and the exchange fee is more also less than BRC20. So yeah,
Oh,
that's yeah. And
okay.
also there's also you need to find the contact or the address. Maybe you can you can check the Agora's page or my page. There's a contact address on it. So just share this with people, and so they can find it. Because you guys are familiar with the technology and how to trade, it's easy for you. So people will understand how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay, right. You heard, guys. You want to get Piin? Just go on. Get the contract address. Um, I'm sorry. I think um, I don't know who and who is requesting for the microphone ever since. The app is not showing me the requests, and it shows me maybe after a while it will just show me one request. So, but I can when I minimize and go into the normal Twitter app, I see that there are many requests to speak. But when I open back this page of the space, I cannot see the requests. So I'm so sorry. Maybe if you're requesting for the mic, maybe you can send me a DM or something, and then maybe I can try and send you an invite to speak directly from your profile. But I cannot see your request for the microphone. Well, yeah, Pi Open Mainnet 2024. I see you've been trying to get on the speaker slot since, but the app has been making it difficult. But you're finally here as a speaker. You want to unmute your microphone and speak?
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. GM, welcome.
Yeah. Hi. Actually, I don't have too much to speak, but I am a Pi miner since 2020. So, because I know Mr. Woody and Pi podcast, you are very expert in this career, in this field. I have one question to you guys. How do you think when the Pi community create at least 5 or 10 meme coin like Pi in? What do you think? What will happen? Thank you. Maybe you understand what I'm saying.
I am not sure I do. Are you saying what will happen when a meme coin is created on Pi Network? Is that what you're asking?
Exactly.
What will happen when a meme coin is created on Pi Network? Well, I guess what usually happens.
When there is many meme coin created on Pi Network.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm getting where your question is going to, but I mean, when a meme coin is created on any network, the community promotes it for people to invest into it, right? And so if a meme coin is created in Pi Network as
I mean, this
try
can
to grow
increase the value of Pi Network or
the community.
You say?
Can you rephrase your question in a much more understandable way? Or Pi Podcast, do you understand exactly what the question is driving at?
My question is all about
Yeah,
by your
yeah.
experience.
I think what Mr. Pi Open Network is trying to say is if we have multiple meme coin on Pi Network, how is it going to affect the I don't know, the ecosystem or the network in a nutshell? Am I correct?
Oh, are you asking about multiple meme coins? Multiple meme coins. Oh, like so if there are many meme coins in the ecosystem, how it's going to play out?
Yeah, exactly, like that.
Oh, I'll get you now. Oh, so basically, may the best man win. right? And so it's not like a competition against each other. It's just a thing of each project trying to succeed by themselves on their own terms, right? Uh, what is success? If you're creating a utility app on Pi Network, what is success for you? Success is if your app is able to do the thing that you said it would do, and then you are able to gather a good number of users to use your app to do what you said it would do. If you're creating a meme coin, what what do you want it to achieve? What's the measure of success there? You want to grow the community around that meme coin. You want them to be more numbers of holders. You want the market value of that cryptocurrency to be high. So you do lots of marketing and collaborations and stuff and stuff. So this is how it's going to play out. But in the midst of a utility oriented ecosystem whereby the the main coins are not dominating the space like they are in other ecosystems, but you have big businesses with use cases for Pi token and all that. So it now falls on these main coin projects to be innovative, for them to start thinking outside the box instead of thinking about just the traditional way of marketing meme coins as it is done in other ecosystems. Why? Because the landscape in the Pi ecosystem is different and the culture is different. So they have to follow the new wave. This is where you may not see mid-coin projects start to think about how they can create more value for holders of their token by giving them utility. Either the main coin start to build utility on their by themselves, or they start uh, collaborating with projects that are utility based, which is a smart thing to do. So in such so your question basically means that in a unique ecosystem like Pi, whereby utilities dominate the ecosystem, multiple meme coins that are being created on the network would need to become innovative in their marketing approach to see how they can align with the culture of utility and get the users who are passionate about utility to also become loyal to the main coin brand. So you have to attract loyalty from these people by giving them more value than just the traditional pump and dump, right? So this is how I see it playing out. Does that do you well? Your question, my open minute.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I want to encourage the community, at least buy like Pi in for a few dollars. You have to buy a few Pi in, because this Pi in, it will be the most popular meme coin. So buy it, you will thank me later. This is my advice to this community. Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, I said I was going to announce something. The Pi-in community contributors have said they are going to give Pi-in token airdrop to the community, and they have entrusted me with 500 slots for pioneers. So they are going to give free airdrop to enable 500 pioneers to become holders of the Pi-in token, All right. So I'm gonna start from after this space. We're gonna see how we're gonna distribute this airdrop to 500 pioneers across the coming weeks. Right. So starting from next week's space, I'm gonna do a space next week. Um, and the airdrop will be given at the next week's space, right? But stay tuned to my Twitter. I may give some updates on how we're going to go about it. If there's going to be any activity before the space or maybe during the space, I'll inform on Twitter before the space, right? And so don't miss out on the opportunity. Thanks to the Piin Foundation for providing the airdrop for 500 pioneers. Um, so this is where we're coming to the end of our space. I want to thank everyone for coming and for being part of the conversation. At least nobody will ask what is Piin anymore. I'm sure everybody must have understood or gotten to know what is Piin and getting gotten a bit of insight into the community, which we will discuss next week. Because I think Agua said some really nice things regarding how the community works and what they do, the community goals. I think next week we will focus on the community of Piin and break down the community, analyze it, and because the community is like the backbone of projects, right? Which determines if you remain loyal, if you trust the project, and get on board the journey with Piin into open mainnet. Joy, I don't know if you have some closing remarks from Piin side.
Um, yeah. Well, thank you. Just for women, sometimes like me, it's really nagging. Okay, so I still like to, so I still would like to say you guys really, I mean, should have firmly believe in this. I would like to give you three points. Number one is the bull marketing the cryptocurrency will definitely come. It's just a matter of time. And number two, um, the ecosystem on Bitcoin chain will definitely develop well in the future. Just to give you full confidence about this. And number three, there will always be people keep building the Piin community, so you don't have to worry. Pi coins will just like the other inscriptions or tokens go to zero. So you just keep this in your mind and join us, and it will give you a great future. That's what I would to say. So really, thank you guys for your time and patience. Okay, I finished my lesson. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. Always a pleasure to hear your voice. Very, very nice voice. Um, Nature, Nature, are you there? You want to give some closing remarks? Okay, maybe Nature isn't there. Our Pi podcast, my co-host that Twitter did not allow to be co-host. Sorry.
Yes, apparently Elon Musk doesn't like my head lately. He doesn't want me to be the co-host. But we're going to update the app regardless, and I'm going to be the co-host in our next space. And I think added to what the Pi Open Man was talking about, I think good competition, if I can put it like that, is always a good thing. And having multiple meme coins on the Pi Network blockchain in the nearest future will also help boost Pi Network value in the nearest future. That is, it means it's actually doing something great and it's attracting a lot of new individuals into the space. So, good competition is good. And it's always a pleasure to be here with you guys talking Memcoin, encouraging pioneers with good initiative to build something better for the Pi Network community in the nearest future. So don't miss out on our next Twitter space, like my brother Woody said, 500 giveaway for 500 different pioneers across the world, giving you the opportunity to be able to be a Pi in or Pi inscription holder. You shouldn't miss out on that. Thank you very much, my brother Hoodie, for giving me the mic, and I'll see you guys on our next session.
Thank you. I just want to apologize again to people who are requesting for the mic, but I cannot see you. I said you should DM me, and I got some DMs. And Cardinal Priest, I was even looking for a Cardinal Priest to uh, try and invite, but I can't see Cardinal Priest in this first page. And same for other people. So it's someone says maybe it might be my network or something. I'm not sure. Remember, I could not even schedule the link for this space ahead. It did not allow me, but some hours ago I tried it and it worked. So I don't know why it's happening this way, but I'm so sorry to the many microphone requests that I could not even see. If not, I'm sure we would have had much more contributions from the community. We always want to talk with the community. We always want the community to interact with us here. Hopefully, by next space, it's this issue might have been resolved. So please do not be disheartened and be upset. Please come again next week, and during the conversation, we can have a much more fruitful conversation next week. It's still going to be talking about meme coins, the Pi network, but also I want to, you know, I am thinking, I'm thinking of, uh, uh, because September 30 is the KYC deadline for those pioneers who are eligible to submit KYC. And I see many questions that are KYC related in my comments and even some DMs. But to be honest, I cannot give individual attention to all of them. It's so exhausting to do that. So I'm thinking of just some senior pioneers come together. We just have a space like this, and as much people as possible, maybe for an hour or so, come in and ask their specific KYC problems, and live on space we try to just go through some of these issues, and uh, this may be these issues may also be experienced by other pioneers, and you can also benefit from it by being in the audience or also coming live to share your own problems. So I think I'll try to plan a space for that because time is ticking, and it's just so sad to realize that many pioneers are just going to lose their pie because of not doing the right thing. So let's just try and offer as much help as possible if we can, if we have the capacity to, right? So see you guys next week. Love you guys. It's your boy Woody as usual, being always dedicated to um, the community development, right, in Pi community and just generally, like I am always a strong believer of people developing themselves much more than relying on some free incentives from maybe mining or stuff like that. Even in investing, right, you can profit and you can lose, but if you make a loss in your investment, your value still remains with you, right? So please always develop yourself, always build yourself as a person, your skills, your social capital, and all that. Just be a valuable person, and no matter the loss that you may encounter in the crypto space, you know that your worth is always with you, and you can always build yourself back up, right? So you are your number one priority. So please always invest in yourself, connect with people, um, bring forth valuable conversations that can add value to other people, participate in in creating value by maybe building something or another, but just build yourself and your experiences, and not just depend on mining free airdrops, farming free airdrops alone, because Airdrops can only take you so far, but you are with you forever. Thank you guys so much. See you next week.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much for